Hi friends, I walked away from the phone so I wasn't like right up on it when I was playing around with my flute. I'm not playing anything in particular, I'm just playing whatever sounds want to come out and enjoying the bird sounds. I'm gonna take a break and get a drink and just listen to the birds now for a little bit, and then I'll play a little bit more here in a few minutes. I think we're getting a delivery soon that I'll need to go pick up and take inside and come back. Thank you for reposting, Jeremiah. It sounds like the delivery might be here, so I might have to go get that. I wonder. I'm going to try to adjust this just a little bit to see if I can show the trees some more. The birds seem to have quieted down a little bit more. I need to go around and check on the delivery, and I will be right back. Enjoy the birds while I'm away. Are the blue jays in there? Let's see. Let's do a zoom a little bit more. And just kind of zoom on that food section and some trees. That old building up on the hill used to be a school, but it's no longer operating. It is a real person. I went and got the delivery and now I am back. I'm going to sit and listen to the birds for a minute and watch the birds for a minute. And then I might play the flute again a little bit. I don't know that I will play very much. I just felt like bringing it in case there were any sounds that wanted to come through. I haven't played in a long time, so I like just playing short little scales to kind of feel into it. Let me zoom in on where the peanuts are. A little bit better. Or maybe not. Quite so much. Oops. I didn't mean to do a flash goal. What is a flash goal? Well, I might as well. I might as well. But there's no one else on here right now. But more people may come in eventually. I'm gonna zoom out because if the birds come to eat, they'll be in the space on the left like the other birds, but the blue jays eat the peanuts. I'm gonna sit here for a minute, for a while close by, and then if I feel like playing the flute, I'll probably go back to the chair a little bit further away so I don't overblow the microphone. This is kind of my meditation space. This is one of my meditation spaces. And I love just sitting and listening to the sounds around me without having any goal or focus or purpose. And that's when my mind clears and I have downloads, or what I call meditation messages. And that's kind of how I plan out my work with content creation or sharing. And that's kind of how I plan out my music releases and which recordings to go back to that fit the energy of which time for like a new album. I have my next album ready for May 2nd. It's meant to be a Beltane release for the Wheel of the Year cycle, but my dad's birthday is May 2nd, so I'm releasing on May 2nd instead of May 1st. And it is from a live replay of singing bowls that we recorded together on the beach in Atlantic City. I'm really excited for that to come out because that's the first collaboration I've ever done. And it was like unintentionally made like collaboration that way. We were just there and I wanted to have a live on the beach. And I asked him to join me and he did, and we had a great time. And we'd like to do some more playing together of singing bowls and different instruments like that in the future, hopefully. And then my phone had filtered out the natural ocean sound. So when I started editing it, I realized I needed an ocean bed sound for the base of the sounds to kind of bring it all together more cohesively. And so I ordered an ocean drum and I recorded an ocean drum live stream. Like I had a live stream and recorded some different ocean drum sounds. And I think I reposted that live replay on my YT, and then I decided to edit it even more, and I duplicated and I have different layers and edited the different layers of the sound different ways and blended it all together and made like one ocean sound as like a bed, and then I put it with the live replay from the beach, and it made the perfect combination for the Atlantic Commotion Energetic Connection album that is coming out on May 2nd. But if I'll stop talking, you'll see these are the bird sounds that I record for some of my tracks. This is how I get the bird sounds in some of my music. I sit in various places in my yard and I just record the bird sounds. And then I find the right ones and layer them together the way I manipulated and edited and layered the ocean drum sounds. I layer the bird sounds together. Sometimes I use just one recording for one song, but sometimes it's layered bird sounds. And I like making my music with real world ambient sounds instead of using an app to use samples and making different beats and different things like that. I want to capture like my real moments in the real world and find ways to turn those into something different or something more expansive or more expressive to put with my instrumental sounds recorded most often either in nature or in my home, like in real world settings. I like the real world touch and real world feel. It helps me drop back into those memories and those moments and those energies. So if I stop talking, you can hear the bird sounds that I use. Or this is how I get the bird sounds that I use. Hi, thanks for the likes. I was just talking about my process. I record real world sounds to use to create some of the background sounds in my instrumental meditation music. And if I stop talking for a while, I might capture some bird sounds that I can feature in a new track someday. Sometimes I use multiple bird sounds and layer them together. Sometimes it's just one recording. And I'm going to try to just capture the birds for a few minutes before I play the flute again for a little bit. I don't have any plan with the flute. I start with scales and then just see what comes out intuitively. I'm kind of hoping that the deer show up today. Maybe I'll stay long enough for the deer to show up. Yeah, those look like I think those are the cowbirds. I'm not sure about the lighter colored ones, if those are female cowbirds or if they're female. They kind of look like female starlings, but they're with the cowbirds, so I'm not sure. Have a good night. Thanks for being here. Thanks for the likes. I'm trying to be a little bit more quiet to capture longer stretches of the sounds. Because even some of the times when the birds are quiet make nice layers to add to other ones where they're louder, and I can hear the mourning doves. I'd love to have, I don't have a track that really features mourning doves in it yet. The blue jays have been prominent in a few of my songs, like Emergence and Cloudy Day Lullaby. The crows are flying around overhead. I don't know if I can capture them. There's a lot of birds in the bamboo. This bamboo started to die last year. It's technically on my neighbor's property, so there's nothing I can do about it. But like grapevines grew in, but then they flowered, but I never saw the grapes. So I don't know what's going on with that. I wish I could help it somehow, the bamboo. Do you see the one with the head that's the one that's a little bit bigger than the others, and its head's kind of teal if it turns a certain way? And that one's a grackle. We used to have a lot of those a couple years ago, and then last year the cowbirds kind of took over, and that's kind of when the bamboo died. So I wonder if that's what happened. I think I'm gonna step away from the phone a little bit and just practice some flute scales again, and just see if anything, just see what comes through. birds were going at each other. Thank you, Jeremiah. Hearing that flute with the fighting birds. What did you say? Gives inspiration. Thank you so much. I think I saw a squirrel starting to come into view, but it was over here, so I don't know if it's gonna make its way over. I need to take a break now after that. That song was fun. I didn't expect that. Like the little scale run. That was fun. That felt like what wanted to come out today. Like, I'm probably not gonna be on for a real long time, but that felt like the flute sound I was meant to share today, if that makes sense. Like, that's the moment that this live was for, I guess, or something. Just because it felt good to share. I don't know. if it felt good to hear. I don't know how loud it was with me moving back. I guess I'll know in the replay. I'm gonna take a drink now. Hydrate, please. I almost ran over towards the birds to get them to stop fighting. Thank you. I see you said it did, so do you mean like you could hear it pretty well? I see a white butterfly. I asked my dog the other day what her symbol to me would be, and then the next day I started seeing white butterflies almost every time I come outside. And a lot of times it kind of follows the path, or it's around kind of where she would have walked around in the yard. Or at moments like that, like whenever I say, I think that was what I was meant to play today, and then I see a white butterfly. That's like my confirmation from my spirit animal now, I guess. Okay, yes, thank you. So I'm going to relax again and see if the birds come back. I had already put peanuts out once and they were gone by the time I came back here to do this live, but I fed them earlier today and waited until later to do the live because I wanted to see if the deer will come like they did a couple days ago whenever I wasn't recording. And while there's noisy things going on in the neighborhood, I can talk, but I may just sit and be a little quiet. I may sit and be a little quiet to capture the bird sounds. They're kind of calming down, it seems like. That bothered me when the birds were fighting. One of the neighborhood kids was screaming. Who knows what they were doing. They're always noisy. I don't know. Some of them are, and some of them aren't. I think it's really like really two different worlds growing. Like some of them are and some of them aren't, if you know what I mean. Yeah, I know what you mean. Me too. I love this quiet time of the day, like when the birds have settled down and they're almost finished eating and it's just about to get dark. This was one of my dog's favorite times too. And I love this moment of just sitting here and watching the birds in the trees, and there's nothing that I have to do, nothing that I have to say, nothing that I have to edit, or nothing that I have to record, nothing that I have to clean, nothing that I have to just... My purpose is just to be here and watch and listen. And as I listen, the longer I am silent, the further out I can hear. Like the more layers of sound I can hear, the longer I'm silent. There's the grackle again. I think they're beautiful birds. Like I said, a couple years ago, we had a bunch of grackles and starlings. And last year the cowbirds kind of took over. There's a mourning dove. I don't know if it's gonna make it over to the food or not. Yeah, there it came into view. Okay, I'm gonna step away, back just a little bit, and maybe try to channel flute sounds one more time and see if the deer come. And I'm probably going to finish the live in around 10 minutes. I'll probably play the flute for 2 or 3 minutes and then come back and chat. It's starting, like, it'll be sunset before long, like official sunset time. It's getting that time. having like mistakes. Get it, and it's a learning curve. Oh, I see a puzzle piece. Oh, I thought it was getting close to the hour point. I was planning to stay live for about an hour. Thank you so much. There's a little tiny bird. I don't know if you can see it. I think that I'm finished with the flute for today. Today I was playing with my flute in the key of B from Blue Bear Flutes, and her name is Bobbi. I think that the last time, not this time that I just stopped playing, but the time before that was the time, like the song that she wanted to sing today. And that's why I think I was having mistakes a lot more in this last time. And then the puzzle piece came up, so we're at about an hour, and that was about how long I wanted to be here. I'm gonna wait 3 more minutes until 7:30, just to see if the birds come, just to see if the deer come, but they may not come until later. The birds may eat all the food, so the deer may not come at all. So we'll just sit here and watch the birds for a couple more minutes, and then I will end the live. I won't be home tomorrow, so there won't be a live tomorrow. I don't know if there will be, I don't know when I will do another live stream, but I've been enjoying doing them with the birds lately. I may just start calling them bird meditation, so that it's understood that I'm going to be silent a lot to capture the bird sounds. And maybe I can bring an instrument like every other time or so that I do it. I'm sure your playing was wonderful. I hope the deer come too. Whenever they came, the day that I did see them recently, a lot of younger ones came. The older ones that I used to see in years past didn't come as much. But last summer, I stopped feeding them earlier in the year, way earlier than I normally do, because my dog got sprayed by a skunk, and then it kept drawing a skunk around whenever I would put out food. So I had to stop putting it out for a while so the skunk would stop coming here. The deer may not come because I've been playing the flute. I may have been too loud and scared them away. They may come after I go inside. It's okay. I'll get them on a live someday. Or I'll be back here someday when they come and I'll record them. And then I'll post it. I'm getting my shoes back on and getting situated. I'm gonna grab this. I think that it's about time, for me to go. My dinner came whenever I had to leave earlier. So I think I'm gonna go inside and eat dinner. And thanks for being here. This is fun. I want to try to do this more often. Maybe try to get myself to think about doing it once a week and see where it goes from there. And then I want to eventually post the replays on YouTube. I have a live replay that I was editing earlier that I need to finish editing, that I'm going to try to post on there tomorrow. I know with TikTok, I love TikTok, we have to be careful what we say about names of other places and things like that. Hello, thanks for joining. I'm just getting ready to end this live. But I will be back another time with the bird sounds. It's one of my favorite meditation spaces. There are people screaming in the neighborhood again. The bird sound, like this place with the birds and other places in my yards with birds, is one of my favorite meditation spaces to be in. And I record the bird sounds without my talking so that I can use it in some of my music, like Emergence or Cloudy Day Lullaby, or messages from birds or emotions with birds. So thanks for joining my meditation with birds. And they flew away and I'm about to go. So have a good night and I will talk to you later. I'll see you next time. Bye.